What's up, guys? It's Sinjin from CCG, coming to you guys with another video on the Transmogrifier thing that they're planning on implementing in the next patch, which is why I'm in Area 52 right now, looking to get some of my weapons that I had deleted because I didn't have enough space or anything like that. So I guess I'll just go over a little bit about what I know and what has been released so far about the Transmogrifier. Um, that way you guys don't have to read the patch notes. If you do, I'll put a link in the description as to where the patch notes are. If you guys don't know, just go to MMO-champion.com, and that's where most people just get their news on World of Warcraft and all the patches and everything that's coming up. So yeah, the Transmogrifier. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. Basically what it's going to let you do is take any of your pieces of gear, right? If you want to take your fucking Ruthless Shoulders and transform them into something like your Wrathful Shoulders. Boom. So instead, you'll look like that, right? So you'll have your Wrathful Shoulders, but it'll be the exact same stats as your Ruthless Shoulders. It's just an aesthetic change. So it's just making your character look different. The stats aren't changing at all. You're keeping your same stats from your Ruthless Shoulders or whatever piece of gear you want. The thing that they're thinking about doing, though, which is why everybody's going out and doing like fucking Black Temple and everything else to get like BC gear and Wrath of the Lich King gear, is they're thinking about making it to where you need to have the gear already acquired to be able to transmogrify your character's equipment into that selected piece of armor or weapon or whatever. So if I want to switch my stuff into Wrathful, which I already have Wrathful in my bank, I have a bunch of old stuff in my bank, but if I wanted to switch my shoulders into a Wrathful look, as of right now, what everybody is assuming that they're going to do is you need to have your Wrathful Shoulders. So, that's kind of a downside to it, I'm guessing. I don't know. Like I said, they're still not sure if that's how they're going to do it. That's just how it's out right now and how they're thinking about doing it. But weapons are a little bit more, I guess you could say, specific about what you can do with your weapons. Oh, I forgot one part about the armor. About the armor, if you're a plate wearer, you cannot transmogrify your gear into looking like anything other than plate gear. You can't be a Death Knight rolling around looking like you're wearing all cloth gear. Or vice versa, you can't be a mage looking like you're rolling around in plate gear. And that goes for all the plates or leather and chainmail as well. And you can't transmogrify your gear into a class set. Like you can't take, if I was on my warrior, I couldn't have hunter tier 10 or whatever. I can't have any of the class specific sets other than my own. Now as far as weapons go, okay, so you have a two-handed axe, let's say. I'm not going to equip my two-handed weapon because it's still vicious, because I haven't gotten enough points for my conquest yet, or for my ruthless. But let's say you have this fucking axe or your sword or whatever. If you want to change that into anything else, you can't. You can only change it into another sword. So if you have a sword, you want to change it into something, you can only change it into another sword. Same thing goes with maces and everything else. The one exception is ranged weapons. I know that they said that. So if you're like a dwarf hunter and you want to keep your gun specialization, but you don't like the looks of all the guns, you can switch it up and you can look like you have a crossbow or just a regular bow, I guess. So yeah, that's what that's gonna be. So that's another reason, I guess. This whole Transmogrifier thing is another reason why they're opening up the void storage, because they wanted to give players more areas and more opportunities and everything else to put their gear that they're stockpiling, so that way they can switch their look. They're giving you more storage to put all that gear, so that way you don't run out of room. Because right now, let me get down and Hearth. Right now, my bank tabs are pretty full with just old stuff, old stuff that I have no need for, but I kept it anyway. Loading up. But yeah, that's about all that I know right now, that I read at least. I didn't watch the press conference at Gamescom, I think it was. I didn't watch the press conference yet, but I will check that out. I always forget that there's a bank here now, because I always use the one in Dorvan District. So I'll check that out. If anybody has any questions, let me know. But see, like, I still have fucking furious weapons in my bank. I have a bunch of tabards, obviously, because I was going for Tabard of the Achiever for the longest time. I have my Wrathful weapons, Relentless weapons, bunch of Wrathful gear. There's the Wrathful shoulders, Vengeful stuff. I have all Vengeful and Brutal stuff. Just anything that was PvP that I thought looked cool, I kept. Still got my Vengeful helmet. But yeah, like, if it is going through the way that they're talking about, you guys might want to get your shit together and start running some old instances and getting some BT gear if you want your character to look like he's still from fucking BC or anything like that. See, you got all the fucking Wrathful weapons and shit. So yeah, that's about it, I guess. For any of those of you that are wondering, I went Night Elf because that is what I started this game as, and I missed being a Night Elf. I was a Night Elf for, I think, 4 or 5 years, and then I turned into a Tauren, and Horde was just horrible, so I came back, and when I came back, I went to a human because of the OP racial. So now I'm back as a Night Elf, getting my gear situated. This is the second week that I've been back. I came back on the 7th, I want to say. Yeah, I came back last Sunday. Not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before that. So I've only been back since then. Got 2 pieces of Ruthless. Working on my Conquest cap so I can get my Ruthless weapon. I'm like almost 4,000 short of that, which is going to be like 2 more weeks because I'm getting my rating up. Shane Moore. Shout out to Shane / Aclea. You guys might have seen some of him in our other videos or heard him. He got me the apparatus of Khaz'goroth. This thing is fucking ridiculous when it procs. When I have 5 stacks and I proc it and I get fucking 62% of my mastery going, it's ridiculous. So thanks for that, Shane. I'll be paying you back, you rich bastard. But yeah, that's about it that I wanted to talk about in this video. Finally got my tabard the other day. Wish I would have been recording that AB when I did it. Made a new guild. Just made it. Is a baddie. If anybody at all is on Ysera and they want to play with us, just let me know. Whisper me if you're coming to Ysera, maybe at all. If anybody's looking for a server to come to, Ysera is pretty good. Just whisper me again, and I will get you in, because we just made it like this morning. So I could use some more people in the guild to help get the guild level up and get ready for rated BGs, because I've been pugging them and it has not been going too well with pugging them. As you can see, 8 and 10 with the pugs. The pugs on this server are not good at all. So I'm just going to start being very, very strict about who we bring into our rated BG group. So if any of you guys want to join that, or if any of you guys have any questions about the Transmogrifier, post it in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, like, and favorite the video, and comment, and do all that good stuff. Help our videos get some more views. That would be nice. Just broke 100,000 views on our channel like last week, which is pretty cool, but we still need a good amount of subscribers. So if you guys want to subscribe, we'll be bringing out videos as much as we can. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. This has been Sinjin from Cross Console Gaming. I'll talk to you guys later.